Raids are set to make their way into Modern Warfare 2 on December 14th. And ever since they had been announced back at the Call of Duty Next event, I've been pretty excited for the idea of these. I mean, just thinking about raids in other games, like maybe even the gold standard with Destiny 2, like you look at the raids in that and how insane and crazy those are, whether it be their objectives, puzzles, or boss fights, all of them are insane. And just seeing that and imagining if Infinity Ward could just capture a fraction of that, thinking about how good that could be for Modern Warfare 2 would just be amazing. But as amazing as that all would be, I'm kind of equally as worried for this game mode, because I mean, raids kind of technically are a part of Spec Ops, and this worries me because if we look at Infinity Ward's last take on their Spec Ops, we had Modern Warfare 2019, and Modern Warfare 2019, that Spec Ops game mode had something similar to what we could call raids. Not exactly, but kind of similar. And anybody who's played it knows exactly what I'm talking about, but these things kind of really sucked. Like, they were terrible on every imaginable things. I mean, just thinking about the first mission out of all of them, they took place on Verdansk, which was already not a good sign, but then on top of that, what you actually had to do in the game was incredibly underwhelming. You just went to these little computers around the map, and then you started an upload, and while you were doing that upload, some bots attacked you, and the more uploads you did, the more difficult things happened. Like, at first just regular bots, then all of a sudden there's a juggernaut, and then after a while there's a plane, and then with the final one it has an onslaught of juggernauts and also a helicopter attacking you, which is incredibly uninspiring. And I think anybody who played it knows how not good it really was. So to me, I'm just worried we're going to see a repeat of that, because they might take inspiration from that last experience that they made, and that worries me. And this is kind of the reason why I actually made a video in the past talking about what Infinity Ward needs to do in order to make sure raids are going to be a good game mode for Modern Warfare 2. And I'll link my video that I talked about it on screen right now if you guys want to hear everything, but to kind of just quickly run down like the main ones, I mean, I think it has a lot to do with just the, I guess, objectives or things you do while you're playing it, because like you think about the puzzles, you think about the objectives, you think about the boss fights, these things can't be overly simple. The puzzles can't just be crack a safe, the objectives can't just be do an upload, and the boss fights can't just be kill an onslaught of juggernauts, or even worse, kill a really tanky juggernaut. Like, it just can't be stuff like that. Like, sure, you can throw a couple of those things here and there, but that can't be the be-all end-all. You have to do something a bit more complicated. Puzzles need to be something that's difficult to solve, something that takes brain power to solve. The objectives, though sometimes can be simple, they can't just be a bunch of the same things that are always simple. And then, of course, the boss fights, the most important ones, especially the final boss fight that you're going to play in a raid. These things can't just be kill an onslaught of juggernauts, or kill a really tanky juggernaut, or just shoot down a plane that's attacking you. It has to be something more. There has to be a unique way about fighting these things. There has to be a unique way to defeat these things. There has to be the best optimized way to beat these things. These are incredibly important things for raids. And while I'm saying this, I want to make something clear. Everything I just said is not like me asking for something crazy, or I guess just something that has never been seen before. Like, what I'm asking for here are basic things about raids. Like, this is how successful raids play. This is what they do. And that's why I'm saying they need to do these basic things before we can even talk about other things, before we can even talk about tying to DMZ or anything like that, which I will be making a video on that aspect alone in the near future. But regardless, these are basic things that all raid game modes need to have, and honestly, I'm just slightly worried that it actually won't, because of the reasons that I've already mentioned, and the whole tied to Spec Ops. But regardless, though, that's all I really wanted to say about this here today. As I alluded to earlier in the video, I will be making a video specifically talking about how DMZ and raids could tie together to become this insane overall game mode that would be so cool, but we'll save a video for that, even though I have talked about it in different spots in different videos in the past, but I think it needs its own video to really explain why it'd be such a good thing. So keep an eye out for that. Regardless though, that's going to wrap it up for me. If you guys did enjoy the video, I would appreciate if you guys, dropped a like, subscribe, bell, share, or any of that great stuff on your way out. But I'm gonna go. I'll catch you guys in the extreme video, or whatever the heck it may be, and latest guys.